Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We just had the full moon in Cancer yesterday, and ironically enough, looking ahead towards the end of this year, we can expect to see the same exact full moon around December 29th-ish, depending on where you are in the world. So we are starting this year off with a full moon in Cancer. We will be ending this year with a full moon in Cancer. And this is a very watery, emotional, triggering time for a lot of people. The energy does feel very stagnant for a lot of, especially divine feminines. It feels like, just kind of wondering when they're actually going to get to see some movement rather than just feel things in the 5D. And it feels like this is a time when the masculines will actually start to gain some perspective on what on earth they need to do here, like things that they have been putting off, healing work that they had been avoiding or putting off is just really going to be I'm hearing spirit say shove down their throat. So a lot of masculines may be experiencing heavy anxiety, almost panic symptoms, and this is as a result of their environment or the situations that are no longer serving their highest good that need to be eliminated in order for union to happen here. So I'm starting with the Moonology deck as I speak, since we are dealing with a lunar cycle as the major catalyst for the energies we're feeling. So the first one is the mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. New moon in Aquarius. We are experiencing a lot of that Uranus Aquarius energy also. And it says bring love into the situation. So with the nothing is set in stone card, I'm really getting that vibe, that message that just because you're not seeing movement right now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. This is a time for healing, especially the water imagery in the background. This to me speaks of emotional healing and rebalancing. And as you see the moon above the ocean here, and it is a mutable moon, mutable signs, like I'm really bad with astrology sometimes, but I know Pisces is a mutable sign, and there's a couple others out there, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but it feels like these are the signs that are really in the masculine collective being awakened and kind of churned up. Like I'm getting this image in my third eye of the ocean churning and whatever's at the bottom just kind of bubbling up to the surface. And as a result, both the masculines and the feminines are being guided to bring love into the situation, to be compassionate with themselves, with the people around them. Energies are heavy. Be mindful when expressing yourself because people are highly sensitive during this time. And at the bottom of the deck, we have show the world the real you. And this is really heavily speaking to the masculines in the collective who may have been up until now kind of wearing this false mask in order to fit in order, to kind of just meet their ego needs, the fear-based needs of not fitting in or of creating any ripples, because it feels like I'm tapping into a very specific collective here of masculines that are afraid of speaking their truth because they're afraid of backlash, or they're afraid of people's reactions. They're afraid of making other people uncomfortable is what I'm getting. And this is a cycle that this lunar cycle is breaking them out of. This is the completion that's coming up. Here we have the Hermit that came from the Mermaid Tarot. And this Hermit card is really signaling the energy that both the masculines and the feminines are kind of in at this time, where you may find yourself not having the desire or energy to really engage with people. Even those who are not typically empathic may be feeling empathic at this time, and kind of absorbing all of the energies around them, especially anything that they may feel like is a negative energy. And they're feeling really out of balance. So you have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, and that is really speaking to, the need to be able to balance when you're grounding, when it doesn't seem like you have firm ground. Notice that this rabbit here is standing on top of a fish, if you can see that in the camera. So good luck trying to balance on top of a fish that's out of water and kind of standing up on its tail, right? So this is what it feels like, kind of like, the earth is being shaken up from under them, and the masculines and the feminines are just kind of in this energy of, oh my gosh, what on earth do I do? How do I even move forward here? We have the Fool. So right after the Hermit, we got the Fool come out of the deck. So after this Hermit mode, we can start to see some sort of movement, some sort of like an attempt to reconnect, especially for those that are completely not in communication. I'm noticing this mermaid that's got her, her satchel on a pole here, but she seems to be walking out onto an empty beach. I don't see anybody around her. And this is really synchronistic with the Hermit card because, first you go into this mode of isolation, and now when you're coming out, there's nobody around you, but that's when you feel the most ready to confront any people or situations that you were not feeling ready to do, to confront at that time in the past. We have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of baggage, emotional burdens that this lunar cycle is really pushing the collective to release, because a lot of the baggage, I feel like, is way past its expiration date. Like, this baggage really needs to be let go of, and there's no need or rhyme or reason to be holding on to it for this long. Yeah, see, we have the Judgment card here. We have the completion of karma cycles. We have fated events coming up. And this also, to me, speaks of divine intervention happening. So, at this point, Spirit is really saying, if you're not going to take action, we will. You can't avoid this any longer, really, is, the message that I'm getting from this, from the Judgment card, is that how long can a person stay stagnant? Nothing can last forever. It can seem like it's lasting for a really long time, but when it's got to go, it's got to go. And this is confirmed by the Chariot card at the bottom of the deck, where if you aren't, taking the initiative to overcome your obstacles, Divine Masculine, then Spirit, Universe, guides, higher powers are going to push you to do so. I'm getting an image of a car being pushed and jump started. So even if you feel like you cannot drive, or your car is just not starting properly, it's not working, Spirit is coming in with a jumper cable here, and Spirit is going to be kind of pushing something to happen. And I'm feeling like this is going to be true for a very specific collective of true twin flame connections, where, free will is kind of not able to play a role in this situation. Whatever's got to happen has got to happen. It's just like that, the fated events. And here you go, guys. We have the Tower, right? This is sudden shakeups, divine intervention. This is something that The masculine collective on some level intuitively probably saw coming, because they know that their situation or environment is not healthy and not sustainable, but they were just trying to, you know, kind of patch up the holes and pretend like they're not there for as long as they could. But this tower moment, notice the top of the tower kind of snapping off and falling. That's like, you know, the band-aid that they put on the hole in the boat getting inundated with water and just kind of floating away. Like, I'm having a hard time saying what I'm actually downloading here, but it's like there's no more rose-colored glasses that can be kept on in these situations. No filters, no being able to avoid what you are being shown. Look at this, you guys. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune is that divine wheel at play. It's that universal timing of, you know, what has to happen during a certain time is going to happen. And if you're not complying, divine intervention will make you comply, kind of thing. So the masculine collective, and even for some of the feminines, you're being shown in whatever karmic cycles or loops that you've been stuck in. Notice the Hanged Man was right there under the bottom of the deck, under the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever you've been in your head about, whatever you've been trying to avoid, whatever's been overwhelming you, you're going to see the truth for what it is. Like, whatever needs to be revealed at this point is going to be revealed. And there's no way around it. So changes are going to be taking place. And I feel like within the next 2 to 4 months, 2 to 3 months, actually, I'm getting more so the number 3. There's going to be some sort of shift that is going to be tangible. Whatever that may be, it's going to be different for different people. But we got the 3 of Wands come out, which tells me that these manifestations, whatever you've been manifesting, but maybe kind of stopped believing in because you weren't seeing any movement, is going to start appearing. And it's going to start appearing all of a sudden. We have the 5 of Wands here, but the 5 of Wands in this deck is not the same as in traditional tarot. It's not a card of conflict. This is a card of fast movement, of orchestration, divine orchestration, teamwork between you, your guides, co-creation of your reality in order to bring in your wish fulfillment. We have the 9 of Cups card here, right? So all this time, this indecisiveness, this not being able to see eye to eye because of this blindfold, all of that. Look at the 2 of Swords usually has, you know, the person, the image blindfolded. But here the 8 of Swords is blindfolded, yet the 2 of Swords is very much not. These two people are seeing each other eye to eye. And this is very different from the typical illustration or depiction of the 2 of Swords. So this really tells me that these blinders, these blindfolds are coming off. And reality is going to be, I heard Spirit say, slapping people in the face. So yeah, I guess it could feel like that. It possibly could feel like you're being slapped in the face with reality here, especially for the masculines that had heavily been in avoidance. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. The collective is really going to start working on their own sense of independence and abundance that, you know, had been neglected maybe for some time, or maybe you could have given it more attention than you had been. It's all going to start coming to the forefront here. And look at this, you guys. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers, but Page of Cups is my favorite messenger because he is a bearer of romantic messages, romantic news. You know, I typically associate the Page of Wands with good news coming in, but this Page of Cups here is very romantic, very dreamy, and very childlike, innocent in a way that, kind of like children want to make all their, the person or people that they care about, their parents, their friends, they want to make their dreams come true. They want to make their own dreams come true. I feel like that this masculine collective that I'm channeling is going to be coming in with that energy of, I want to do everything you've ever wished for. I want to right all the wrongs that I have done, and I want to fulfill your wishes. I want to make up for my absenteeism from your life. I want to give you everything that you feel you had been lacking in love all this time, and for my inability to be present in your life. This is really the energy that I'm getting from this page, and it's really sweet, it's innocent, and it'll really kind of take you by surprise. Right now, the bond for the masculines and feminines individually is deepening within themselves. They're connecting with themselves, with their body, with their higher self once again, to rebuild a relationship with self that will strengthen them from the inside out and allow them to show up as better partners for their counterparts. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card as confirmation that this is what is happening in the collective right now. So these heavy energies that we are feeling, honor them. It's okay to feel stagnant for a little while, because the energy right now cosmically does not really support action. It supports introversion. It supports introspection, this hermit mode that allows you to go deeper within for self-discovery, to heal your inner child, to fill your own unmet needs, to strengthen the bond you have with yourself before you bring it out to your person. I'm going to pull one final card to see what the energy is. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever new beginning is coming in is going to be long lasting. And in my third eye, I just saw a leopard. I typically don't channel animals or spirit animals with collective readings. I do them more so with individual, but the fact that I'm able to see the leopard right now along with the Ace of Pentacles tells me that whatever new cycle is coming in, you're going to be on this journey for a long time, and it's going to bring in a lot of stability, deep roots. I'm releasing like roots going deep into the ground. I'm noticing the goldfish here, kind of swimming around this treasure chest, and the glow of this pentacle that, this is really the treasure you've been waiting for, that maybe seemed so out of reach because it's way at the bottom of the ocean. But the fact that goldfish are swimming around it tells me that it's not as deep as you thought, and it's closer than you think. It's not going to be tomorrow, probably, but hey, divine timing can be very, very sudden. For some people, it very well can be. It can literally happen at any time. And especially the fact that the Wheel of Fortune had come out earlier tells me that you're probably not going to see this coming, and it's going to come when you least expect it. Here we go. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. So just leave it up to the universe, surrender. Don't try to, make anything happen. Things are going to follow their natural course. But this message from Spirit is saying to not let the heaviness of these collective cosmic energies cause you to lose hope and feel depressed and hopeless. Those are emotions that don't serve us well. They just pull your vibration down, and they don't allow you to move forward with what needs your attention. So ground your energies. They're affecting your thoughts and emotions. And I really, really highly recommend Black Obsidian during this time to help yourself stay grounded. And Green Aventurine, if you have access to it, will help you keep your heart chakra open. So this was a really quick reading, a really quick check-in. We did have 3 deaths in the family, so I have been trying to scramble and manage my schedule, and of course paid readings take you know, first priority for me, because that's just how it works. So I get around to doing the collectives with whatever energy that I have left, but individuals who have purchased their readings, that's my first priority to attend to. So I am glad to be able to fit this quick little reading in for you guys. I was just getting the nudge from my guides to do it for a couple days, and you know, I thought, okay, I'm gonna take some time to balance myself out here, balance my emotions, and then hop on and do as much as I can for you guys, because I do miss the collective. And hopefully when things settle down again, we'll be back to a normal schedule. We will see. So thank you so much, you guys. Look at this. There was a card hiding under there, the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. And it was kind of in the reverse position, actually. So this tells me that people's heart chakras are opening, that whatever situations or control that they're trying to hold on tight to is being released through this lunar cycle. So you can expect you know, a lot of positive changes, especially after this heavy energy wears off. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all stay grounded and do the best that you can through these times. Journal if you can. Use your affirmations, especially those of you that have purchased the voice recorded affirmations. Those are probably the easiest, you know, to bring your vibration back up, because it requires the least amount of effort. You just throw your headphones in and you listen to it. So definitely recommend using those. And for those of you that haven't purchased it yet, I highly recommend it. You can stop by my Instagram, look at the highlight titled Affirmations for reviews. People are literally seeing results every single day, you guys. So it is worth the investment. I wish you all a happy new year. Please come and join my soul tribe on Instagram. I'll leave my handle in the video description box. That is also the place to purchase personal readings from me if you would like one. And I hope to see you guys all there. But if not, I will definitely see you again in the next reading video. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care.